bright, shiny object for at least us in the media is a 17-game schedule. That's what everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
What was the conversation about that in the room?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, with 17 games, like, what does that look like, and what does that mean on a multiple things? How does that affect everybody financially? Are you getting paid for another game? What does that do to your body? Are there effects on your health? Playing a whole nother game, does that extend the season? Does that reduce your workload in the off season?
Well, what does it entail? What are you being told it would entail?
Right now, everything is very, very broad and vague. We haven't really gotten into the weeds of what that actually looks like.
Like an extra bye week and stuff like that?
I mean, there's a lot of everything right now is just ideas of how we could make that work. And I think we'll be trying to figure out if that even makes sense for players. I don't think anybody wants to play another game. But I think obviously there's an opportunity to make more money to put, but like I said, we have to decide as players, is that worth it? And it's not just about the money, it's about our longevity as players. And obviously where that money goes. Is everybody going to see a bit of this new money, or is it going to stay at the top of the league? So all of those things are very, vague right now and broad, but we're continuing to kind of dissect them and figure out what our locker rooms want so we can properly represent that at the negotiating table.
And are there guys in the room saying, absolutely not, no 17 games, let's just move on, table it, finish it?
I think there's a wide spectrum of opinions. Some guys don't, and most of the veterans don't want to play another game.
Sure.
Because we know what the effects, of 16-game season is on the body already. But I think the majority of guys are open if it's worth it. If what comes with it is worth it, then we can negotiate. If not, then we won't. But I think it's too early for us to really even gauge where we are as a union.
All right, and then the last one for you on this subject is the conversation is, hey, the idea is to get it done before the new league year begins in the middle of next month, March 18th. That way, we know there's labor peace. Certainly that might help with television contract negotiations, that everybody knows you get in right now and you pay the premium price, you get labor peace for all this time.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that happening, do you think?
The odds, I can't give. I know players are not moving on that timeline. I think we have to make sure we get this right, and we don't want to feel like we're under the gun. We understand, the urgency and all of the things you just laid out, but that's not going to push us into, accepting a deal, taking a deal. I think we're still having meetings. We're talking, constantly through our locker rooms and to each other. I think, it's a possibility, but it's not something that we are pushing to be on that timeline.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.